You are live. See if we can get any people in here. I don't know if they want to watch us twice in one day.
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
We will.
But it has been a long day.
It has been a long day. But for everybody who is not in here yet or see it later, welcome to Whiskey with Ron. It has been requested multiple times, and we're going to do it. And this edition will be brought to you by Clyde Mays Bourbon. For those that think that Pendleton is nasty, Clyde Mays. You know who you are. So, let's finish this bottle off here first. Wasn't much left in that, was there?
And for anybody who's wondering, there's steel balls in here. They're amazing. They keep your whiskey cold so that it doesn't water down.
You said steel balls.
I just said steel balls, didn't I? Maybe I should change that. What should I say instead? That didn't sound too good.
Steel balls coming at you.
Hey, I didn't say balls. Steel.
You didn't.
No, I didn't.
Okay, we got 4 people in here. Let's see who we got in here. We got to do my 20 minutes of shout outs. How do you get the tag message to come up?
I know you did earlier.
There you go. Where you been around? Larry, what's going on, Larry? You doing all right? You remember Larry?
I do remember Larry. Hey, it's been a year already almost.
I was live earlier today, Larry. You should have scoped it out. We had a hell of a day today. We well, most of y'all that know that watched earlier, we broke down in Prescott, Arkansas, and ended up spending what, 11 hours?
About 11 hours.
11 hours we spent getting a water pump fixed, and then they filled me up with coolant and found out that I had I got to keep track of these comments because I'm having trouble with them. I can't see them without my glasses. There we go. Right again. Yes, it's great to see you again. All right. Yeah, it's good to see you too, Larry. Are you going to Gats? Are you gonna be at Gats? But anyway, we were broke down. They fixed our water pump, and then when they started filling it with coolant, we found another leak. But can't see the whiskey backwards in Quebec. There's the whiskey right there. Dadgum, I forgot my cutter. Talk to him while I get my cutter.
He's running off and leaving me. I'm on my own. First time ever. You know, so we had a hose of some kind that was broken. So they fixed that. We got on our way. It was about 30 minutes, and then lo and behold, overheated again, pulled over again, and this time Ron got into the truck and fixed it himself. The guy said he couldn't get to it until tomorrow. We gave him a couple of tools and a razor, and Ron slithered under the truck and fixed it himself.
I did fix it myself.
We were on our way again.
I jerry-rigged it.
Finally made it home, what, about an hour ago?
Hour ago. So you told them the whole story?
Well, a shortened version, I'm sure.
So anyway, I'm off tomorrow, and my truck is going in the shop. It has a number of problems, and I left our mechanic a list of them, so we'll see if those get done. But it has been an exhausting day. I did not get to do my return load, and that's going to cost me, what, $450, $500, something like that. So hopefully I'm compensated in some way. But, well, I'm off tomorrow.
You were compensated? You got to spend all day with me.
I did get to spend all day with you. I most certainly did. So who's going to Gats?
You know, I'm not sure that we're seeing any of the comments.
Well, they pop up as they come, and there's only 5 of them there. We got Larry June, Trucker Daddy. We can't see the. Glad to see you back. Hope to see you at Gats. I am not sure I'm going to make it to Gats. We had originally planned on going. We've got our tickets. We were going to rent an Airbnb and go in there, up there and party with everybody. We had a really good time, but we've got a lot of stuff going on. Kelly's going to go visit her son this weekend. There may be a possibility I might drive up Saturday, maybe, and see. But I do not know. I decided to keep my classes close since people are going to keep talking to me. Not going to Gats. It's all about the YouTubers. No, it's not about the YouTubers. It's about the cheesy trucker crap. You always got to look at the cheesy trucker crap, and and don't forget the mega carriers. The mega carriers are all looking for drivers. You too can make 32 cents a mile with mega carrier. Let's see, what else is there? And of course, the YouTubers are there too. So maybe you can sit there and listen to them talk for an hour and a half or 3 hours. I know, be nice.
3 hours, yes, be nice. I think we had this conversation earlier.
We did. Sometimes I have trouble.
You know, last year was my first time to go. I'd never even been exposed to anything like that. And I enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed walking around, seeing all the different, trucks and the different tools and equipment and what else am I trying to say? You know, the fancy stuff you put in trucks.
The cheesy trucker crap.
Yeah, the cheesy trucker crud. And I enjoyed it.
I enjoy Gats. I've been the last 2 years. I went to Matt's the 1 year. I didn't think Matt's was near as fun, but I mean, Gats is right in our hometown. It's got so much to do. We'll see. We're going to play it by ear. I may pop in. I don't know. Anybody got a spare bed? Because we did not book a room. But anyway. But yeah, we got home here about an hour ago and took a shower, chilled out. I went live earlier today, and I got a pretty good response and a lot of private messages. And it was Kelly's debut on YouTube, and she's so animated. She does so well on here. I said, hey, let's do a whiskey with Ron. Everybody's been whining, so we're going to do a whiskey with Ron. And I was going to have a glass of whiskey anyway, so you might as well have joined me. So
our first live whiskey with Ron at home.
At home, on our back porch. It's a nice night.
It is a nice night. You know, the moon's out, and you can see a lot of stars. Pretty.
The kids are inside making bacon.
Bacon's the bomb.
I could smell.
Bacon's
I might as well just leave my glasses on here. Come to
you
Gats,
might as
I'll
well.
buy you lunch. I'll buy you cunch. Oops, lunch. He has a spare bunk in his truck. Yeah. Don't we all? Yours isn't covered with, filled with a large Rubbermaid container with your food. That's where there's no room on my top bunk. If she's mad at me, she's just stuck. She can sit in the passenger seat, I guess.
Oh, he can get on the top bunk. I'll take the bottom bunk. He's got to be a gentleman.
Oh, man. Yeah. We can't probably carry this conversation with two people talking to us. And we said everything we said. We said everything we needed to say
Pretty much
early
we did.
today. Has there been any? What we got here? Make ice cream whiskey float.
Yeah, I learned to really like whiskey, and I can handle it well, but I don't know how that would go with ice cream.
Smoke yuck. 8 years freed from the cigarette. Found a Jameson whiskey and called malt. It's sort of an Irish whiskey and tastes like Guinness. I've had Jameson before, and I like it. And this is not a cigarette, it's a cigar, and I enjoy these very much. I came across these, where were we? We were on our way to Arkansas.
On the way to Arkansas.
And we stopped in a little cigar shop, and we grabbed, we didn't know anything about them, and we just grabbed a couple that didn't look like a... They smelled good, and I really, really like these, and we saved the label on them, and Kelly, a couple weeks ago, surprised me with 4 of these, 2 of another one that I haven't had that I really liked, and a humidor. So, because you know, if you buy these things, you can't keep them over a week or so, and they're not worth a darn. But I enjoy an occasional cigar, and yes, I'm still smoking cigarettes, but I'm working on it.
He's working on it.
Kind of.
You know, when I'm in the truck and we're talking, you don't seem to smoke as much. But when you're driving and I'm kind of doing my own thing, you can smoke more.
Yeah, I need to quit. I need to quit. Although, I mean, I've been smoking since I was 14 years old, and I got a clean bill of health from the doctor.
That's no excuse to continue a bad habit.
I got a clean bill of health.
He did get a clean bill of health.
good cigars. As long as Kelly doesn't, let's see. Hey, there's Marissa.
Hey, Marissa.
Marissa finally come and watch one of my videos. She took the time to do that. Trigger Day. As long as Kelly doesn't mind a good cigar smell, sends me to my knees. Okay. How far are y'all from Overton? We are
about
20 minutes?
About 15, 20 minutes
from
tops.
Overton?
Mm-hmm. That's if we got stuck at the light.
Yeah, not far.
No, not at all.
That's where we took Matthew's truck to get it
We
fixed,
went
wasn't it?
to Overton to get Matt's truck fixed.
I haven't, oh, you live there. Oh, cool.
Who is that?
His name is Crowbar. I'm not sure who he is. I've never,
Have you ever come to Henderson and ate at the Star or the Store and More?
Yeah, we're about a half a mile from the Store and More and just a couple miles from the Star there in Henderson. And Randy is wanting to know who's that sexy woman besides you. Randy, you've seen her.
Randy, we've met.
And Randy, we won't go through our regular routine on
Please don't.
on
Please
YouTube.
Don't. Save that up for your own private time.
That's right. We'll discuss that on House Party the next time we are on there. We try to keep YouTube fairly clean.
Yes, let's do it.
PG-13.
There you go. That's good. We can handle PG-13. Now, I want to say something else about this whiskey. This came recommended when I was looking for something else at Total Wine. You've never been to Total Wine, you better know what you want or you could be in there for hours. Anyway, so this is awesome. I would like for y'all to try it. If you like whiskey, it's really, really good. It's Clyde Mays. It's a straight bourbon whiskey.
There's two of them. The other one is not as good. This one actually, the other one just says, I think, Kentucky whiskey. And this one says straight bourbon whiskey. The one that's straight bourbon whiskey. And it's funny, a buddy of mine who we went to San Antonio with a couple weeks ago, I guess coming up in September, there's some kind of whiskey thing going on in San Antonio, and the advertisement for that whiskey thing is showing a lady, the bartender, pouring a glass of that Clyde Mays. So I thought that was, let's see, Maker's Mark. Man, yeah, I have had Maker's Mark, and I enjoy Maker's Mark. For a cheaper bourbon, I do like Maker's Mark, and that is a lot of times what I'll choose in a restaurant if they don't have some of the whiskeys that I like. I enjoy the Clyde Mays. There's another one we enjoy called Angel's Envy, which is really good. And then what is the one that Mikey turned us on to?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask me that one. Is it the pecan bourbon?
No,
the other one. I don't remember. I'm having a brain fart.
What is it called? It's
as soon as we finish this video, I'll remember it.
Yeah, there's another one that we really like. Dadgummum. It's a two-worder, and we drank it in when we went to Denton. We went to Denton, and they had it in that bar.
Yeah,
up there in that little restaurant we went to. But anyway, those are the ones we like, and I can't think of what the other one is. But the Clyde Mays is my favorite. So that Randy Spear is a bad man. Randy is a good guy.
I get a kick out of Randy.
I like Jack Daniels, Rick. I do. When I drink with women. That's kind of a dig at Gary. If Gary pops in here or watches this video later, he'll understand that. But no, I do. I like Jack Daniels. That's one of the whiskeys I do mix. You know, I mix Jack Daniels with Coke usually when I drink that. Let's see. Randy and Larry June here talking crud about each other. Let's see. Larry June hanging out with me is guaranteed to ruin your reputation. Nice to see you back on here. Thank you very much. It's good to be back. I really enjoy making these videos. I wish I had more topics to talk about, but I pretty much, you know, when you go on a semi-dedicated run, you're doing the same thing every day. But I had a real good time with Ice Cream with Ron, but I had something to talk about. And mainly, I mean, just real honest, the reason we did Whiskey with Ron was because I enjoyed doing it with Kelly, and Kelly seemed to dig it, and I said, well, let's try a whiskey with Ron, because people have been whining about it, and so that's
and here we are.
So here we are.
And if we come to gas, we can do a another episode of Whiskey with Ron.
We'll do. If we come to Gats, we'll do a Whiskey with Ron with a live studio audience. I'm driving for a company here out of Henderson called McNews Produce. It's just a small 17 truck operation. We're all in Freightliner Columbias, and yeah, it's a good gig. It's a good gig, and I like it. It pays very well, and I like Southern Comfort, man. You can't go wrong, your mom, with Southern Comfort. Sometimes every time I see that, I wonder if it's really my mom.
You know, she may be stalking you.
Well, Crowbar, those docks you're seeing out front, we don't back into the majority of the time. There are a couple produce loads that we bring stuff in there. I think the whole time I've been here, and I've been here since last October. Last October.
About 10 months.
I've backed into them docks out front one time, and that's only for incoming produce. Most of what we do is, and I do pick up my truck and go outgoing there, but a lot of times they'll pull my truck in. They do stop traffic on 79 to get them in, and it's not as hard as you might think. But most of the time we're back in the back area down there.
But I have to admit, it looks very daunting to do that, though.
Rick,
it really does.
Rick, who are you driving for? Because I'm not opposed to flatbed again, if that comes available. Matter of fact, I talked to a guy today that drives for a company out of Prescott, Arkansas, that's looking for a driver. Although I tried to call the owner of the company and he didn't answer his phone and his voicemail is full. How do you fill your voicemail? Have you ever had your voicemail full? Have you really?
I hate to tell you this, but my voicemail is full a lot.
Really?
I know. Well, I can't seem to delete some of them. I know. I've got to get better at deleting. I do. I really do.
I got like 4 voicemails saved.
Oh.
And that's just because I haven't deleted them yet.
So I'm addicted to not deleting my voicemails. And obviously other people are too.
Okay. Well, he is for sure. Haul Transportation out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Shots. No, Randy, we will not be doing any shots. We made that mistake. I'm the only chicken here. Calm down, I'm the only chicken here. No, we won't be doing any shots. Marissa, I did see you down in the picture the other night, although you didn't respond to my responding to you responding to me responding, so I just left.
That kind of got confusing.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to.
Yep.
So,
okay.
Anyway. All right. What else?
Did it go out?
Yeah, I was yik-yakking instead of smoking it.
Mm-hmm. And you were yik-yakking instead of drinking. Okay, guys, look, I am out drinking now. Just saying.
That's nothing to be proud of.
You know, I'm not. Apparently, I'm missing them. I haven't had a glass of beer in a while.
Neither one of us has.
No, we haven't.
55 cents a mile. Yeah, I think I'm done working by the mile. I'm pretty fond of working by percentage now. I really enjoy my checks. I mean, I made 53 cents a mile over at Maverick, and if they don't give you miles, you don't make any money. At least on this little dedicated run, I know I'm going to get my 4 runs a week, sometimes 5 or 6, and I almost always bring home a really good paycheck. So I can't be more happy about that. Although, there are some issues. There are some issues. And,
anywhere.
Yeah, see, Rick, I don't want to run
Compared
3,000 miles a week. I mean, I'm running 612. I'm running 2,400 miles a week and probably a couple hundred miles of deadhead, and making more than I ever made. Now, I'm not making the money I made over at Bellaflor, but I'm making a lot more than I made at Maverick, making 53 cents a mile, and even when I was getting 3,600 miles, I'm making more money here than I was making at Maverick at 53. So 1,700, yeah, Larry, but not everybody can be a big baller like you. 1,700 miles a week. So when I get my own truck, that's what I'll do. 1,700 miles a week. No, I could never do that. I think I could probably.
Miles.
I think I'd probably end up doing about 2,000 a week once I get my own truck, if I can stay on this route that I'm on. So 1,700 miles a week. Good old days of 10 cents a mile. You know, Chicken Choker, I remember that, and I remember when I think it was Prime had the big sticker on the back of their truck saying, "We pay 25 cents a mile," and that was good pay for trucking back then. But yeah, no more. I actually, with what I'm doing right now, I'm averaging, and I'm getting paid percentage. But if you figure it on the miles that I'm running, I think I'm making right around 68 cents a mile is what I'm doing on average. Yeah. Sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower.
Depending on
it just depends on the runs and the freight. So I can't complain about that on a per company driver. Boy, you are out drinking me, aren't you?
I am.
Well, I need to quit yicking. Is Larry June a YouTube star? Is he? You know, I never hear him talk about his YouTube channel. Larry, why don't you plug your YouTube channel right here on BukWildTrucking? Put it right here on BukWildTrucking so everybody can go see. Well, I guess it would be Larry June, huh? That's his name on here, so I guess Larry June would be his.
I guess so.
I guess we should subscribe since he's subscribed to us.
Absolutely.
So we will.
We'll find it and we'll subscribe.
We will. Well, all we got to do is click his name and it'll go right to it. Devin, good to see you, man. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Devin's been watching me since just dang near the beginning.
Really?
On there, yeah.
Now, have you ever met Devin face to face?
I've never met Devin face to face. He was going to come to Gats.
Last year?
I can't remember if it was last year or 2 years ago that he was going to come to Gats. And, yeah, that's good, Larry. You're right about that.
What did he say? I don't have my glasses on.
Well, he said, who needs a channel to be a star when Ike Stavens is making him famous? Oh, that's good stuff. But yeah, Devin was going to come, and I don't remember what happened, but he didn't. I don't know why. You know what? And I said that when I left Maverick, I said that I told everybody that I thought for a starter company that they were a good company. When I first started, they did me really good. I was running 3,300 to 3,600 miles a week for probably the first 2 months. And everybody told me that wasn't going to last. All the guys I worked with, they said it's not going to last. That's your honeymoon period. And they were right. The bottom fell out of it. There were guys that were still getting those kind of miles, mostly new guys. But I was getting about 1,800 miles a week. And I think when I averaged it out, I took all my miles and averaged it for the 6 months I worked for them, and it all averaged out to be like 1,900 a week is what I was getting with Maverick. So, but I think they're a great company. I think they're one of the better flatbed companies to learn from. And if you're wanting to get into flatbed, I see the same thing happen to Rick. I recommend Maverick. If you're wanting to learn flatbed, they will teach you what you need to know. And I think they're a good company to start with. But for an experienced driver, somebody my age that needs to be making a lot of money, or at least decent money, then no, Maverick is not where I can't think of any mega carrier is where I would need to be. I married her for insurance, so I don't need benefits anymore.
Now he has insurance.
I have insurance, so I don't need benefits. So just pay me. Just pay me. Money and home time. That's what I want. Money and home time. That's what talks to me. And I don't even care if the truck's nice. You can put me in an old beater truck. Truck I'm in now is all smashed in on the side. Runs good.
And really hasn't given you much trouble.
No, so I don't even have to go with like the truck. You put me in an old piece of shit, I don't care. And money and home time. If you're interested in me, if you happen to look at this video someday or down the road and you're like, hey man, I like old Buck Rub, he should come drive for me, send me a message, tell me what you're going to pay me, and if it sounds good, I will get back with you for sure, or maybe even negotiate if we're close. So, might as well advertise myself. It's my channel.
You can do anything you want to. It is your channel.
It is my channel.
That's right. No, I didn't do that. You did that. You're talking too much.
If you would do more talking, then
well,
my
that
cigar would
requires
not
you
be.
to stop talking. Don't you think, guys?
I have a friend that leased to Landstar hauling vehicles. Yeah, and I've heard that. I've heard Landstar is a good opportunity, and we've considered a number of things.
Several options, actually.
There's about 6 different companies out there that have expressed interest in me coming over and being a lease operator with them. Some of them are really expensive. Some of them have decent rates. Some of them are flatbed. Some of them are reefer. Some of them are dry van. I have several options there. I have other people that I could go drive under their authority if I go buy my own truck. And we have both discussed getting my own authority, and that's something I meant to talk. I talked to Yeti on the phone today, and I wanted to talk to him a little more about his own authority. I talked to my ex-boss over at Inferno, my very first boss. He has his own authority, but he's now got 5 trucks, and he's got them leased on to someone else. And he tells me that, man, if you're only paying 20%, it's worth it to be leased on to somebody. So I don't know. We're exploring all the options, and but I suspect within the next year we will probably make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
$3.50 a mile. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem I have, and I don't know really what the freight rates coming out of Dallas are because I don't haul a lot of Dallas. I go back and forth to Houston, and the freight coming out of Houston sucks. But getting up to Missouri and northern Arkansas and middle Arkansas, I can bring freight back for $3 a mile on a reefer. And that's this time of year. Of course, rates go up and down, but with these particular brokers, I mean, these rates are very, very steady, and we don't have to negotiate with them. And I've got contacts with about 5 different brokers where I can haul my own freight through them. So some of the companies that I have been looking at are the ones where I can actually use my own brokers, use the DAT board myself, and not necessarily be on a company's load board. Although if a company's getting good freight, you know, and like I say, I'm perfectly willing to talk to them. I'll talk to anybody. I don't care. You got a trucking company? I'll work for you.
I think I should start my own trucking company. You can work for me, for sure.
I already work.
Oh, yeah, every day.
Every day. Every day. Well, how long has this video been going on?
Yeah.
28 minutes. Oh my God, my video's about to run like Ike Stevens. No.
Be nice.
I know. Be nice. Be nice. Well, we're going to bore these people to death. I mean, we're already down to you book your own loads. Yeah, they are. I realize that, and Landstar is an option if I do get my own truck. But we're going to go ahead and sign off of here because I don't want, I really don't want to drag these videos out over 20 minutes. So,
well, you lose interest.
You do lose interest.
It's a proven fact that after 15 minutes, you know.
Ask any preacher.
That was exactly what I was
Ask any preacher. 15 minutes and everybody's looking at their watch, wanting to know what's going on. I'm still running 3 paper logs, 2 different licenses, 9,600 miles a week, no problem.
Oh my goodness.
Some Joel Cola and corn nuts on trucking. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't want to run like that. I mean, what I want to do is I want to run 300 miles a week and get 2,000.
300 miles?
300 miles. I want to run 300 miles a week and make $3,000 a week. Is there a job like that?
No, honey. I'm sorry. You're living in fairy tale land. It doesn't exist.
I sure don't want to run 9,600 miles a week. Oh my God. All right, guys, we're going to sign out of here. It has been fun. Thank you very much for coming and watching me. I'm BukRub.
I'm Kelly.
See you next time.
Later.
Take care.